After I posted my video asserting that Tamil isn't the oldest language in the world, the response was mixed, to say the least. I anticipated pushback, especially from the Tamil speakers, but what I didn't expect was the extent to which Tamil identity has become entangled with a sense of opposition to Hinduism. In this video, I want to delve deep into this issue. I'll be sharing some of the comments I have received and shed light on the historical use of Sanskrit by prominent Tamil kings, highlighting how language barriers had been breached in the past. Before we delve into the complex of language and identity, it's important to establish some historical context. Tamil, often hailed as the world's oldest living language, boasts inscriptions dating back to 3rd century BC. However, it is crucial to differentiate between the oldest living language and the oldest language overall. Tamil's ancient lineage doesn't negate the significance of Sanskrit or claim superiority over it. Let's not forget the distinction between the old living language and the oldest language. While Tamil holds the title of the oldest living language still in use today, it doesn't undermine the rich heritage of Sanskrit. Let's address some of the insightful comments you have shared before we delve deep into our historical exploration. Regarding Shiva's language, your analogy about gods transcending linguistic barriers is intruding. However, when examining the ancient texts like Padma Purana and Shiva Purana, interactions between Shiva and Parvati are predominantly in Sanskrit, suggesting a historical linguistic context. What is wrong in saying Jai Shri Ram, or in Sanskrit Jaya Shri Ramaha, and you call it an ugly thing? Chanting Lord Rama's name is ugly for you? Also, don't get confused between Hindi and Sanskrit. Same way, don't get confused with the scripts like Devanagari and associate Sanskrit with Hindi. Your insights into Tolkappiyam's historical context is appreciated. Indeed, it holds a significant place in one of the oldest surviving works of Tamil literature, dating back to 1st century BCE, aligning with the Sangam period. There is no proof of Kumari Kandam. The earlier reference to this is around 15th century CE. Also, the books that you are referring to date back to Sangam period. And you ask me how many books in Sanskrit? Well, there are thousands, like it starts from the Vedic age, but recorded were from 1500 BCE. This is what hate looks like. While Sanskrit roots are not solely Indo-European, its influence spans diverse cultures and region. Also, you say Ramayana is a myth, but your Tamil great kingdoms carved it out of stones and took that divine story to many countries. Ask your today's science to recreate one temple like the Pallavas and the Cholas did. Coming to the Indus Valley theory, there were a lot of languages found on this site. And as per DNA, well, DNA doesn't carry language. But one unfortunate thing is that your name is Saravanan, which is the name of Lord Murugan. Rama spoke in Sanskrit because Valmiki Ramayana also has dialogues which are in Sanskrit. Coming to Ravana, he also spoke Sanskrit because again Valmiki Ramayana has no Tamil reference. There isn't a single mention of any type of Tamil. But I have something very interesting to share. Ravana was the stepbrother of Kubera. We all know the story of Lord Venkateshwara, who took a loan of 14 lakh Ramamudra coins from Kubera. This was recorded on a copper plate. If you see this clearly, it's written in Sanskrit in Devanagari script and not Tamil. This happened around 2000 BCE. You might say it's fake, but let's come to the Pandyan time. The early Pandyans used Sanskrit, and these coins from that era proves it. I want to point out something. The Pallavas were the first to go across the ocean to many kingdoms before the Cholas did. One of the records, which you can find in my book Dantasura, is this. The Yupa inscription is from the Kutai region in the East Kalimantan, Indonesia, are written in the early forms of Pallava script, also known as the Pallava Grantha. This is in Sanskrit and it says Srimata Shri Narendrasya Kudungasya Mahatmana Putro Swavarmo Vikyataha Vansakrata Yatat Suman Tatsya Putra Mahatmana, and it goes on. Like this, there are 7 Yupa scriptures which are found in the Kutai region of Indonesia. This is Tapak Gaja inscription, which is in Sanskrit from the era of Tarumanagara kingdom around 5th century. However, it is said that the inscription itself is much older and dates back to Sunda kingdom era. This Sunda kingdom lineage can be traced back to Sunda and Upasunda, sons of Nikumba. Nikumba was the son of Vajramala and Kumbhakarna, who was the brother of Ravana. The evidences are plenty and I can go on and on with the evidence, but still Tamil people say I don't have evidence. So my request to fellow Dravidians is that Sanskrit is not an Aryan language. Sanskrit is a common language which was used from time immemorial. Tamil is the oldest living language, but it is not the first language that came into existence. For the record, I myself is a Dravidian and I speak many languages including Tamil. Swasti.